Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming, Watch Dogs Legion, part 2 of things I kind of wish I'd known at the beginning before I started, just random things I've picked up. The first thing I wanted to mention was, in the missions, in the map I'll show you first, the area of London is gridded up into, they're called boroughs in London, but they're districts, whatever. And there's 7 of them, and there's missions in each one. They're the red emblems there, and you can see on the left it will show you how many missions there are in each area and whether you've completed one. So in that area, for example, City of Westminster, rescuing freedom fighter tick because I've done it. Disrupt propaganda, none of 2 because I haven't done those 2, and that will be that one and that one. And when you've done those, as with there, Camden with a tick and it's got a blue border, that means you've completed a mission. That area will become what's called defiant. You'll get a skilled operative from that borough who'll just come and join you. In that one we got a hacker. Those skilled operatives you can find around the game around London, so that part is okay, it's good, but it's negligible. It will show you where all the tech points in that borough are after you've made them defined. People in that borough will be much more likely to join you easily without you having to go through some long-winded mission to try and get them to join your gang if you want them to. But the most important thing is when you have new gang members, let's just pick her. As you can see, she's only got non-lethal weapons, and when you get anyone with a non-lethal weapon in this game, they only start with a handgun, and they only have a handgun. You can't give them anything else, and the only way you can give them shotguns, we'll put the gun away, dear. Other things, and there are quite a few other things. There you go, there's a shotgun, a grenade launcher and a machine gun. They're all non-lethal, but at the beginning you only have that, and the only way you get these is you have to unlock one of the boroughs to make them defiant. Otherwise you won't have any other options. Now the reason that's important, and it actually is very important to consider, is when you've only got a person with one gun, and it's that gun, they're limited to what they can do, because obviously they've only got one gun. It's not a fast shooting gun, it's not a massive damage gun. Yeah, it can be fine, you can take out some things with that, but having 2 weapons of any type is better. Obviously when you've got a shotgun or the machine gun or this, it's going to be much better when you've got one of those and this. So it opens up options for the members in your organisation who've only got one weapon, and I guarantee you that it's very hard to fill your organisation with only people with lethal weapons who'll be able to have 2 from the beginning. So you'll kind of want to have that so you can utilise the other people, otherwise you'll end up not being able to send them on every mission, because you'll be thinking, I only got one gun, they'll get killed. If they do that, it might be a bit difficult. So, and the reason I show you this in this mission, in this game I'm playing, is because I only found out through playing, and there's a couple of boroughs I've never liberated, so I can't tell you about Westminster or City of London, but certainly compared to the others I have, which are all these ones I've done at different points, Camden is very easy. It's unbelievably easy compared to the other missions. It's literally something you can do straight out. You don't have to even plan. It's very simple. I did it first time, each time I did it in different games, and it was very simple. So if you want to liberate a borough and you want to do one early on when you've not got everyone leveled up really well and got all the best tech, I would advise you to go for Camden and get that one, because it's much the simplest one to do. I absolutely can't believe there's anything as simple as that. I was actually shocked. And when you play a few of the other missions to liberate a borough, you'll realise how simple that one is. And I was waiting for more, and it was like, is that it? I'm not complaining, but that's all it was. So it was very easy, it was very good, and that's a very important thing to bear in mind. Other than that, I think I've already touched on this, but you know, when you are trying to recruit people, you will go around finding all these different people you could recruit. That one has a light melee weapon that can be very useful if you're going to try and take people down silently with a lead pipe. And when she defeats enemies, she will heal, so that can be useful. It's worth considering all these different aspects when you think of who you want. Again, that one does extra faction damage against the Kelly faction, so that can be useful, although probably slightly less because you may not be fighting them all the time. She's got chase drone immunity. That's very useful because that means when you're in a chase and enemy drones are after you, they can't follow you, and that can be very handy. And she's got fast hacking, which can be good, and fast downloads, which would be good. So basically you would want her to do a mission where it's a download. You probably want to do a stealth mission. She can get into somewhere, hack it quickly, download quickly, get out, and if she does get chased, she won't get hurt. So at least not by the drones. Of course, people can still shoot her, but it's much easier to outrun people than it is to outrun drones. So yeah, there's many things. You can find sometimes people that are being captured. That one's got uniformed access to construction sites. What that will mean is there's lots of different uniformed access, but it means that you can enter a zone which is a construction site. In this case it could be an Albion base, it could be a police station, whatever, and you won't get detected straight away as long as you don't do anything suspicious. So that can be useful, but you'll get to know all the different things. This guy here, let's see, he's run away, he walked away. Oh, he gets less damage from impact. So everyone has things, they're not all positive. I'll see if I can find someone. She's got a heavy melee weapon, that can be even better. She gets more ammo, and she can hack a drone, that can be very useful. The people we found at the moment have got all positives. Doesn't usually happen. We'll almost get run over by a car, but as we saw, the car was right. Okay, that's good. So this one's a gambling addict. Now that means that she gambles your money, which you've got in your bank, when she's passive, or all the time actually. But it's good and bad because they do win. It doesn't just mean they lose, they win. And they don't gamble a lot, so you might win 100 Ito or lose 100 Ito roughly, maybe a bit less, maybe a little bit more, but they do win, it's not just they lose. And doomed means that they can die spontaneously, but if you're playing on permadeath, that doesn't really matter either that much. It would be much more important if you weren't. She's also doomed. Oh, that's the same one. Let's find somebody else. Is that him? He's got a shock round grenade launcher, or she has, so everyone's got short hack cooldown. Everyone's got different things. Some have got 3 or so different things. Some have got one thing, some have got no things, and it really just depends on who you find. Work out you'll want a few people with heavy melee weapons, light melee weapons, fast hacks, fast downloads, chase drone immunities, things like that. And then there's people who have, yeah, there you go, she's flatulent. I was looking for one like that, which means that basically she'll alert enemies. So if you send her on a stealth mission, she will, for all intents and purposes, fart, and there's a nice little diagram of that in the picture, which will alert people. There's another one where they have hiccups, and that alerts people. So yeah, these things that are negative, and this thing, she's a shopaholic. That's less good than gambling, because gambling you can win. Shopaholic means they buy clothes that you may not want and you can't resell them. So basically those sort of people, they won't buy tons of things, but they'll buy things. And if you're on limited money or you haven't got much money, they may buy clothes that you don't want and waste your money. So those ones, unless they've got something really good, you may not wish to recruit them. This guy's got a nail gun, and the thing at the bottom there, a lot of people have their own cars or vans or motorcycles, which you can use if you're going to do a mission, and you can quickly access that to get away. Of course you can steal a car or steal a motorcycle, but if you've got your own, you can park it somewhere where you know where it is and you know one's available, whereas otherwise you may have to run out of a mission and there may not be one there. That's happened to me, when you run out and there's just not one. Anyway, I think I've covered a few more things that I meant to. If I think of anything else that I've not covered, I will come back to it. But anyway, thanks for watching Watch Dogs Legion. Things I wish I'd known kind of before I started playing. Oh, there you go. She's got a bailout, and which means she can stop people being arrested for if they get caught by the police. But she's obviously old. You can tell by how she's walking and how she looks in the picture, and she's got low mobility. So, you can spot people that, you can tell she's going to have low mobility. So, yeah, everyone's different. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day. Take care. Bye.